think if you want to make an improvement in health that is applicable to everybody, then you have to take a holistic view of the problem. You have to identify all the bits and pieces that contribute to that problem. We want to understand how infectious disease agents, viruses, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, how they harm and kill people. And we want to know how we can stop that.
All the research that we do has to have as its ultimate endpoint an impact on health. We don't do very much blue sky research for that reason, and our research agenda is very much set by the patients. It's the patients that ask the questions.
Well, my understanding of blue sky research would be that the sky's the limit. You can go anywhere you like and do anything that's of interest. But the problem with it is that it doesn't necessarily yield anything of tangible benefit to anybody. And so we don't do that. We do research that ultimately we think is useful, contributes to the knowledge that will provide a health benefit.
We are doing our studies where the diseases actually are, which are often in the world's poorest regions, to research things like drug treatments, diagnosis, how to diagnose illnesses better, and vaccines as well. We can take them to a laboratory such as this one, which is an international standard, and do cutting-edge research.
The combination of research and healthcare allows you to provide healthcare to the population, but at the same time ask questions that you can answer with your research and apply the results to your work. So that's the reason why we have been able to generate so much evidence and results that have been used in this population, but also in the region and elsewhere in the world.
About half of the MORU work is on malaria research, and the other half is on the bacterial infectious diseases such as typhus, leptospirosis, and melioidosis. Melioidosis kills a lot of people in Southeast Asia every year, but most people don't even know about this disease.
So it causes pneumonia, blood poisoning, fever, abscesses, all sorts of things.
Not everything is successful. A lot of research doesn't turn out to be successful, but quite a bit of what we've done has changed the way diseases are prevented and treated. So, for example, the treatment of malaria today is largely based on the research that's been done by this unit. And to me, I feel proud of that.
There are many challenges working in tropical medicine research. The challenge that we have is to make sure that our research is internationally relevant.
But then that research in the laboratory has to be translated into something useful. It needs to be developed in the laboratory, and then it needs to be evaluated in the laboratory. But you also have to be working with the people who have the disease. You can't do everything on a mouse in a laboratory. You can come up with some medical intervention that's very complicated, but it actually wouldn't be applicable. This is, I think, one of the reasons why it's so important for us to be here very close to the diseases, because we can see what's possible and what's not possible. Often people with the best intentions in a rich world laboratory develop some box of tricks or some intervention that theoretically is great, but actually can't be applied. So, I mean, that's not what we're about, really. We're trying to get things that work. It's the same intellectual challenge. You've just got to have your eye at the end of the day on making a difference.